An FPV drone engages a group of opposing personnel who appeared to believe that remaining motionless would help them avoid detection. In Sumy Oblast, a UAV crew from the 30th Motorized Rifle Regiment of the 44th Army Corps spotted a Ukrainian fighter attempting to use a combine harvester for cover. The drone delivered a precise strike, neutralizing the target and showing the effectiveness of modern UAV operations. The Ukrainian Armed Forces evacuation attempt did not succeed. Ukrainian infantry near a damaged bridge were halted when a Russian FPV drone engaged their position. The Ukrainian Armed Forces US-made M117 armored personnel carrier was unable to cross a small embankment near Gulipol and soon came under engagement from two Russian FPV UAVs. UAV operators from the Vosto UAV Systems Group carried out strikes against Ukrainian forces in the Zaparia region, successfully destroying multiple M113 armored vehicles. The operation highlights the continued use of unmanned systems to target and neutralize enemy armor on the battlefield. The machine room of the thermal power plant in Chernihiv was struck and heavily damaged by Russian Garin UAVs. At the same time, the gas-fired thermal power facility was also impacted by additional Garin UAVs. A Russian fiber-optic drone encountered a Ukrainian soldier while conducting reconnaissance in free mode. The pursuit was brief, demonstrating the speed and responsiveness of modern drone operations on the battlefield. On the Kupiansk direction, Russian units struck with precision, destroying a pickup truck carrying Ukrainian servicemen. The vehicle was reduced to wreckage in seconds, its live forces eliminated, underscoring the vulnerability of enemy transport under constant aerial surveillance and the relentless pressure of Russian firepower. In the direction of Konstantin, a Ukrainian Armed Forces T-64BV tank was fully disabled after a single FPV drone strike. The incident once again demonstrated the reach and effectiveness of Russian drone capabilities. Kiev region, Pechanahai Reservoir. A Russian UAV operator launches a drone to conduct a search and identifies a boat moving across the water. The UAV begins its attack route, but at the last moment the operator realizes the boat is carrying not military personnel, but civilian fishermen signaling frantically. The UAV disengages and withdraws, and the fishermen express clear relief. Daily life in wartime conditions. Several video clips document the Russian military employing guided Tornado-S rocket systems in Volchansk. These strikes have been shared on Telegram channels including Northern Wind, Border Guards from Hell, Svoya Voyna, and NAT Optish, highlighting the use of precision artillery in contested areas. Another Ukrainian PVD vehicle was struck by a FAB 1500 munition equipped with a UMPK in the Myrnograd area, demonstrating the precision and impact of heavy aerial ordnance on frontline targets. In the Kupiansk direction, the 3rd Separate Battalion of Unmanned Aerial Systems, known as DROFA, carried out coordinated operations under the supervision of two majors. The unit employed precision FPV and reconnaissance drones to monitor enemy movements, identify high-value targets, and conduct targeted strikes. Footage from the operation shows drones effectively disrupting enemy positions, tracking vehicles, and engaging key assets with accuracy. The strikes are carefully planned and synchronized with ground units, ensuring maximum impact while minimizing risk to personnel. This deployment highlights the increasing role of unmanned systems in modern warfare. By combining aerial surveillance with rapid, precise strikes, the DROFA battalion strengthens frontline control, denies enemy freedom of movement, and demonstrates how drone technology is reshaping tactical operations in contested sectors like Kupiansk. On December 11, 2025, the Donbass front became the stage for another demonstration of Russian resilience. The Rubicon combat group, renowned for its mastery of drone warfare and precision tactics, carried out operations that underscored both discipline and technological superiority. Published footage revealed their systematic work, drones scanning the terrain, identifying Ukrainian shelters, vehicles, and artillery positions, before delivering strikes with calculated accuracy. The Rubicon fighters combined reconnaissance and assault, turning the contested landscape into a battlefield dominated by constant aerial surveillance. Their drones dismantled fortifications, disrupted logistics, and neutralized enemy concentrations, while electronic warfare units countered Ukrainian FPV drones attempting to break through. Each maneuver reflected the group's growing reputation as a cutting-edge force, capable of adapting to shifting conditions and maintaining pressure across the line of contact. Russian reporting framed the operation as proof of the combat group's effectiveness, highlighting how Rubicon's integration of technology and battlefield discipline continues to erode Ukrainian defenses. The publication of this footage on December 11th was not only a record of tactical success but also a message of confidence, reinforcing the narrative of Russian strength in Donbass. For supporters, Rubicon's work symbolizes innovation and determination. For opponents, it is a reminder of the relentless pressure exerted by Russian forces in one of the war's most contested regions. Artillery units from the 245th Regiment in the Khark region targeted a confirmed Ukrainian armed forces position. The strike was precise, resulting in a direct hit on the designated target. The operation highlights the coordination and accuracy of modern artillery, where identified positions can be engaged swiftly and effectively to disrupt enemy activity. In downtown Myrnograd, Russian forces carried out a precision strike using a guided Tornado-S missile, completely leveling a building occupied by Kiev forces. According to reports from the Telegram channel Z Committee plus SVO Maps, the operation was conducted with meticulous targeting, ensuring the destruction of the structure and the elimination of enemy personnel inside. The strike highlights the continued use of high-precision long-range missile systems in urban combat zones, where hardened enemy positions and concentrations of personnel are neutralized with minimal exposure of attacking forces. Tornado-S missiles, equipped with guided munitions, allow Russian units to engage strategic targets from a distance, maintaining operational momentum while minimizing risk to their own troops. The aftermath of the strike shows total devastation. The building collapsed under the force of the missile, leaving rubble and debris across the surrounding streets. Russian reporting emphasizes that such precision strikes are part of ongoing operations to disrupt command nodes, logistics hubs, and fortified enemy positions in contested urban areas. This action in Myrnograd reflects a broader operational approach, combining intelligence, reconnaissance, and guided weaponry to achieve tactical and psychological effects, demonstrating the impact of modern missile systems on urban warfare dynamics. A Russian FPV drone operator encountered a Ukrainian soldier while conducting reconnaissance in free mode. The soldier did not engage the drone and simply observed its movements. Another Snatch armored vehicle belonging to the Ukrainian armed forces was destroyed in the village of Pisky-Redkivsky. In a tense encounter, a Ukrainian FPV kamikaze drone targeted fighters from the Salyut Battalion Tactical Group of Akhmet Special Forces. Despite the drone's aggressive pursuit, Russian personnel successfully avoided the strike, showcasing quick reactions and battlefield awareness. The footage highlights the high-speed dynamics of modern FPV drone engagements and the importance of training in countering unmanned threats. Objective monitoring shows an attack on a minibus belonging to the Ukrainian armed forces in the Chrono Army's direction, carried out by a KVN fiber-optic FPV UAV using a first-person view. A Ukrainian soldier pleaded with a Russian drone operator to spare his life. The incident occurred on a section of the Zaparia front. The enemy lost its tanks in Orakovo. Fiber optic FPV UAV operators from the Dnipro Air Force identified Ukrainian tanks in a hangar in Orakovo, Zaparia region. The KVN pilot skillfully navigated past barbed wire and struck one armored vehicle. Another UAV recorded the destruction of an additional enemy armored vehicle.